seen a little bit of everything from Zion Stanford. Listen, he's got a chance, Coach. He's a hell of a prospect.
Listen, I don't care what people say. I don't care what other people's opinions are. I respect them all. That young man is the most influential player in the Catholic League, and he's only a junior.
Wow.
When he plays well, West Catholic is hard to beat. Zion Stanford scores on all 3 levels. He defends multiple positions. He rebounds, and he plays with a lot of energy.
Coach, they've posted him. They've put him off pin downs. They've run him off staggers. He's getting offensive rebounds at the rim and dunking it. Coach, you're absolutely right. Stanford's got a chance, Coach.
The key there was, and you made a point to call it out. It was a 3-point game. Neumann picked up a little bit of momentum. Their confidence. Their swagger. They had a little swagger going. Bud Clark comes back in the game, posts up Stanford. Stanford finds Bud Clark for a 3, and then Stanford puts an exclamation point on the 3rd quarter with that 2-handed hammer off the rebound.
Coach Miguel Bocachica is hitting the right buttons today.
He's hitting all the right buttons tonight.
Yes, he is.
Here, the guy in the book must not be keeping possession. Now we got these 3 guys trying to guess whose possession it is to start the 4th quarter. This isn't going to make either coach happy, Marcos. Mark my word. Now they're arguing. They have no idea whose possession it is, Marcos.
They're going to have to go jump ball here. They don't even know what possession arrow is.
They have no idea. None of those 3 people keeping the book have any idea whose possession it is, Marcos. Who you taking? Whose ball? Your call. Who you taking?
The team that's down.
You taking West Catholic or Neumann?
The team that's down. I'm not giving the team that's
It's Neumann-Goretti's ball.
You got to. You're going to give it to the guy up 10?
Again, Carl wins a 50-50 call.
It's a 100-0 call for Coach Aragao. Robert Wright gets a trigger against Sanford.
1-3-1 zone here for Boca Chica and West Catholic.
Wow, he's changed defense again out of a timeout. Robert Wright looking for Masood Stewart. Masood Stewart for 3, no good.
Adewale keeps the ball alive. Adewale gets a hand on the ball off the rim. It goes out to Sean Battle. Neumann-Goretti keeps possession. The big fella has been really, really impressive tonight.
The West Catholic zone pressure has kept Adewale in check in the second half.
It has.
They haven't been able to get him the ball, Coach.
You can shoot 3s from there. You can shoot 3s from that gap in the ceiling. Robert Wright, the 3rd, he gets 3 of them.
And here's that hump again, Coach.
And we're back to 7 again.
Wilbanks gets it over to Watson in the corner. They can't get over that hump, Coach.
The Watson brothers have been terrific tonight. Kasim Watson for 3.
Ooh, Sanford gets a hand on the ball. Robert Wright gets it over to Masood Stewart for 3, and it's good. We've seen 3 threes back to back here.
Masood Stewart has made a couple big shots here in the second half. Again, we're back to that 7-point lead.
We're on the seesaw with that hump, Coach. Nasir Griffin looking for Bud. Screen from Nasir, switches the angle. Bud Clark gets into the paint, guarded by Amir. Gets it over to Wilbanks. Wilbanks for 3, no good. Rebound 2.
Wale!
Sultan gets all the way out to the front court. Looks like he traveled. Yes, he did.
Here we go again.
7 points.
With the centers trying to lead the break. We saw it the other night with Sorber. We saw it the other night with Sorber. Big fella, give the ball up and let the little guy throw it up in the air for you. Come on.
Right,
that's that 7-point hump. Neumann-Goretti gets a stop and we get a careless turnover.
Absolutely right, Coach. That's a momentum killer for Neumann-Goretti because he had Masood ahead of him. Masood would have been unselfish in throwing it back to him.
Big fellas, all you guys out there going to watch this game, give the ball up and get it back.
West Catholic showing patience here. Great offense by West Catholic.
Oh, that was a hook. Got away with a hook there.
Watson gets it over to Wilbanks. Wilbanks gets all the way to the paint.
Wow, he just threw the ball out of bounds, but I think we're going to get the same call we got in the first quarter where the ref just didn't want to call a foul, so he's just going to keep it West Catholic ball.
And like you said, Coach Aragao has not been able to keep Amir Hurst out the game. He had to put him right back in the game, Coach. Sanford along the baseline.
6 minutes to go, 7-point lead.
Action here, going over his left shoulder, seeing it to Watson. Watson working along the baseline, gets it back out to his brother, gets it over to Bud Clark. Bud Clark lets in the paint, throws it to Sanford. Sanford for three.
Zion Stanford. He can do it all, folks. The 6'6" junior with a three.
I really like him as a prospect, Coach Kehoe. Amir Hurst, stop and go dribble, gets it to Sultan. Sultan gets it tapped away by
Bud Clark.
Wilbanks gets it over to Watson, no good. Robert Wright with the rebound. Robert Wright gets it on transition. It's over to
Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Robert Wright with the in and out cross and the finish. Again, Neumann-Goretti just cannot get over this 7 or 8 point hump, Marco.
I think that's the Kafik Myers. I think that's where they're missing Kafik Myers, Coach.
5:11 left here in the fourth. West Catholic 65, Neumann-Goretti 57.
Breakneck action in this little gym, boy. I tell you, we've got no less than 50 of the city's best players at this game. You've got Catholic League top players, you got Public League top players, you got
Friends League, every league is in here watching this one.
Interact Leagues in here, you got alumni in here from both teams. You got the neighborhood here. This is what Catholic League basketball is all
about. No doubt about it. We've had two great environments this week. Good environment for Wood and Ryan.
Absolutely.
I hope Wood starts allowing other people to go in. Everybody else is doing it. Get over it. Require masks. Let people come in. Let the kids enjoy their season in front of crowds that they deserve to be playing in front of.
This is what the Catholic League is all about. You're absolutely right, Coach. And these schools, they need it. Their athletic programs, they really need it. They need those fan attendance. They struggle without that money coming into the gate, Coach.
No doubt about it. Although there were so many people on the friends and family list, I'm not sure West made $20 tonight.
Family, man. What are you talking about? West to inbound here with an 8-point lead.
Neumann-Goretti, it looks like they're going to be in a diamond press. They are.
Look like we're going to get a jump early. Bud Clark gets it over to Watson, and they break the pressure as easy as pie.
Out of Wally, punches it off the glass.
With the rebound.
My guy.
They can't get over the
Samir Wilbanks Aki.
Pick up your FaceTime. Neumann-Goretti with the attack.
Amir Williams with a big three. And we're back to that 7-point game, Marcos.
They've got to get a stop and a score here, Coach. Sanford gets along the baseline.
Good hands.
Amir.
Good hands. Good hands by Robert Wright.
The official warning Car Arrogal to get in the box here.
There is no box here, Marcos. It's a step.
It's a step.
Give the guy a break.
Watson, stop and go, gets into the paint, no good. Robert Wright on the attack. He's got Amir Hurst on the left side. Looks for his teammate, gets it deflected.
Another turnover. The turnovers have just mounted up here for Neumann-Goretti, and it's really hurt them tonight. They got to take better care of the ball. Actually, they called that a 2 in the corner for Amir Williams. It's 67-59 West Catholic with 4 minutes to play.
Bud Clark gets Sanford along the wing. Sanford, hitch and go. Gets his defender up in the air, but gets it out to Bud. Going ISO for Sanford. Sanford, stop and go dribble. Looking for his teammate, gets it over to Wilbanks. Wilbanks gets into the paint, no foul. Staying here. They're really looking ISO to Sanford a lot, Coach. That's their
Against the big fella. That's the travel. Shuffled his feet there before he went. And West Catholic's going to stay with the 1-2-2, 3. Oh, no, you're going to drop back a little bit.
They're in zone pressure. They're in man. They're in man. Sanford's length is
great pass. Good control out of Wally, loses the ball going up. The young fella's had a tough second half, but he's playing hard still. He's still playing hard.
Bud Clark gets into the paint, stop and go, gets his defender in the air, gets it over to Wilbanks. Wilbanks got Sanford. Sanford along the baseline, gets into the paint, reverse layup, and it's good.
Wow. That is not out of bounds. That was a whole lot of luck there for Zion Stanford.
Coach Miguel Bocachica's got the lead back up to 10. Amir Hurst, stop and go dribble, gets into the paint, deflected.
Another turnover.
Zion
Stanford behind the back bounce pass. Bud Clark with the finish. And the Bears are rolling. Coach Arragale needs a timeout.
Coach Kehoe, every time Neumann-Goretti's got it to 6 or 7, Coach Bocachica has either switched defense or made a timely play that he's run, and he's pushed it now to 12 under 3 minutes.
Marcos, listen. West Catholic is playing as well as they possibly can on both ends of the floor. And after that game on Sunday against Roman, they needed it. Wow. So I got to tip my cap to Miguel Bocachica and these kids. They turned the page, and they don't care who's in uniform for Neumann-Goretti. And by the way, let me make this point. Carl Arragale doesn't care either. He wasn't even going to tell me that Kafik Myers was out because he doesn't care. That man doesn't make excuses. He plays with who he has. They've given everything they had here tonight. I just don't know if they have enough, and I think they've turned the ball over too much. West Catholic's length has been devastating against this Neumann-Goretti attack.
No question, no question. Neumann-Goretti's got to get a score here, and I got to imagine we're going to see some pressure. Amir Hurst.
Man-to-man for West Catholic, full court.
Watson gets the assignment. Amir Hurst gets all the way into the paint. No good. Watson with the rebound. Watson gets over to Bud Clark. Man-to-man pressure from Neumann-Goretti, full court. Bud Clark handles the pressure, gets it over to Watson on the baseline. Watson, baseline drive, reverse pivot, gets it over to his brother at the top of the key. Travel.
Another travel. Going a little too fast.
Not sure why they would even try to attack on that.
A little too fast.
If the game is over, there's no shot clock in the Catholic League. I don't know why they would attack.
Don't start that stuff, Marcos.
There's no shot clock.
Don't start that stuff.
Coach,
we play basketball here in Philadelphia.
No,
we're up 12.
Coach.
With 2 minutes left, we play.
Coach,
we're not holding the ball.
I'm holding that
thing.
We're
not holding
Coach, we're holding that thing.
We're not holding the ball, Marcos.
4 corners, and we're going to play catch.
Okay.
You got to
No, we're not. Wow, Zion Stanford with the rejection.
Coach, if I was up 10 at lead, we weren't going to take another shot. You can start the bus.
Come on, Marcos. You can't coach like that.
Start the bus.
Come on.
Let's get out of here before they blow this motherfucker up.
Yeah.
Bud Clark on the attack for West. Gets it over to Sanford. Sanford gets it over to Watson. Coach, I think they listen to me, Coach. They're going 4 corners. Coach.
No, they're going to shoot it here in a minute. Boak's not holding this ball. He's running good offense.
Coach, it's 5 out. Coach Kehoe.
Yeah, it's 5 out till Zion gets the ball in his hand.
Zion gets it over to Bud Clark. Bud Clark shoots in for 3, and it's good.
Bud Clark, big night from the little fella. Zion Stanford with the drive, the kick. Bud Clark gets all 3 of those.
And I think some of these fans are getting out of the cheap seats. Wilbanks with the pull-up. No good. Going the other way.
Yeah, they're starting to exit the mini pit here at West Catholic.
I think
West Catholic has opened up a 74-59 lead with 1:16 to go.
Yeah. Neumann-Goretti gets the attack, gets it over to Masood Stewart, turnover.
It's been one of those nights for Neumann-Goretti. They'll flip the page, they'll get Kafik Myers back, they'll be fine. Just way too many turnovers to overcome here tonight.
And they won't have to play in this gym. I got to tell
you,
this is a heck of a home court advantage for West Catholic.
Oh, this is serious.
That's his second. Team third. Bruce Smith returns for Newman. As does Amir Williams.
Bud Clark gets it out into the front court. Pull-up jump shot, no good. Rebound to Masood Stewart. Masood Stewart gets it to his teammate along the baseline.
Another turnover.
Another turnover for Neumann-Goretti. Coach Boca Chica tells him he's had his seen enough. 5-out offense here for West Catholic, trying to hold the ball. Watson flashes into the paint. Wilbanks gets the stop. Watson gets it over to his brother.
And they're just going to pull it out here. West Catholic's going to get out of here with a 74-59 victory. A heck of a performance by the Burrs.
Coach Sanford, the Watson brothers, and Bud Clark really did a marvelous job in this game.
Kehoe, your thoughts on a great matchup, great Catholic League matchup?
I think that just starting with Neumann, when you have that much time off, and then you have no idea who's going to be at practice, you have no idea who's going to be allowed to play in the games, I think it's wearing on the staff, it's wearing on the players. They didn't quit tonight, though. No. They could have easily quit. They didn't quit. They just couldn't get their feet under them. Quick turnaround from Monday night. And I think they'll be good if they can get their whole crew together. They're going to have some tough battles, and their schedule's not going to be favorable. They're going to play back-to-back. And it's going to be tough. West Catholic was tremendous, start to finish.
Yeah. Miguel Boca Chica has really grown into his role as the head coach at West Catholic. I think he did a fabulous job today of managing the clock. I think he did a fabulous job today of managing his subs. I think the Catholic League's going to have their hands full with Miguel Boca Chica for the time to come.
I thought Boca did an unbelievable job, and he grew right before my eyes. I thought there were some things in the Roman game that maybe he could have done differently. I'm not judging him. It's just my perspective as a coach and a former coach. I thought tonight, as you said multiple times on the broadcast, I think Boca pushed all the right buttons tonight, and he had his guys ready. That's the one thing. And I thought his guys were ready for the Roman game. I just thought they just got ahead of themselves a little bit. But they were ready tonight. They were prepared tonight. And Miguel Boca Chica pushed every button he needed to push tonight.
You're absolutely right. And you know what? He's brought those guys along from freshmen, took his lumps, got his butt whooped for the first couple years, and now he's doing the butt whooping. So
well, you heard Bud Clark. He said it's their time. He said it's their time, and the Watson twins certainly won it because they're headed out west after this year. So this is their last rodeo, so they got to go get it.
I think Coach Barnes.
I thought it was a great game.
Getting some really good players.
I think both those guys are going to be very good at Cal State Bakersfield. I think these three juniors are really, really good. Bud Clark, Samir Wilbanks, Aki, and Zion Stanford. So West Catholic may not go anywhere for another year. They're going to be back again, but we have a long season, and we'll worry about next year. Wish both teams the best. Enjoyed doing this broadcast with you.
Fun. So much fun.
Black Cager Sports, we're going to wrap it up here from West Catholic. Again, West Catholic Burrs, 74. Neumann-Goretti Saints, 59. The top of the Catholic League is coming together. We got a lot of one-loss teams, and then we have Wood, undefeated.
Who's our next game,
We'll see you
Coach?
guys soon. Our next game will probably be the Wood Neumann-Goretti game at Wood.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that one, Coach.
Absolutely.
Make sure y'all sign on.